the October 30th Halloween update. There's been nothing done the last week because he's been away half-term holidays, but the week before the roofs got the felt on, the lats on, and these little things are like a frame to sit glass panes in, which I've got the glass last Tuesday, toughened glass, and if you look at this side it will resemble that, but they're just held on with little bits of wire and coppery clips or something, and they tend to slip out when it's very windy or the snow slides down the slates. You can unclip them and pull them to slide out occasionally, but these won't, because they'll be completely set in these frame things with lead at the bottom. And they were special custom made. Cost about £150 I think, and the glass was about 200, so quite expensive, but what can you do? Anyway, door fully opened out, obviously. That we still have this small door, but I think I'll make a new one, because although it's got a bit of character to it, it's very rotten at the bottom. Make some sort of a new single door for there, and this big double door, which will normally be closed, it's going to be a sliding door, even though it covers the small door, which is a bit odd, but it will be normally shut unless you come in with a trailer or something. But it seemed sensible to have a proper way in. And they said the problem is, if you like, these beams, I can easily reach them, so then they're certainly not more than about 7 feet. But you can't come in with a tractor, but you could put a trailer in or something, or push things back with the bobcat. I was thinking I might park the baler in here, that would go under. Things like that want to be out of the way, you don't use all that often. They just sort of take up space in other buildings, so you've got more space to drive tractors and big things in there. So the floor obviously went down a bit. Floor's been levelled out. There was some rubble and stuff under there, and we got rid of some of the old asbestos sheets as a sort of hardcore to stop it from going down into the stones too much. And we've got a rather extreme step here, so firstly we can get through, because it's surprising how often you want to just go through there, and if it just becomes unused for whatever reason, it could be filled in later, because that's the cows outdoor when they were milking. And it feels really weird having this window as a sort of normal window height, because that was always up at like eye level before. And this is the door where the cows came in. I'm going to put stone at the back of there. We've got plenty of stones, because that one is it's hardly ever been used since we stopped milking, so it definitely wanted blocking. And this one, well, it's a little bit comical because I had to cut the bottom off. I'm going to keep that for now. That's the way to nip through there. It's not in terrible condition, that door. It just wants a bit of refurbishing at the bottom. This is the generator house and passageway is through, which is still open at the back, and that's to fill up halfway with stone. I'm not sure we're having blocks on the inside or what. And then I'm going to leave a window opening the top half of that, but it'll be filled in with boards. I don't actually want a window, but I want to keep the opening. And then this is the little loose box, which is going to stay a loose box. This is the sort of place where you might put a poorly cow or something, or a cow and calf that's a bit weedy and needs to stop on their own for a couple of weeks. Or you might use it for putting some sheep in or something. You could even use this to, say you had half a dozen cool cows to go to market, you could pop them in here while they're loading them first thing in the morning. It's got a water in here, you see. There's a water bowl. On the low side, I wouldn't say nothing much has happened, because we've got the roof The roof is the same as the other side, except on this side he has started putting slates on. That's about a day's work. I'm not kidding. So it's going to take, he thinks, about 2 weeks solid to do these slates. Although I think in reality, once he's got them up there on the scaffolding, you could probably do more on some days than others. But it's one of those jobs, he's up there kneeling down in a quite uncomfortable position. And I think you don't normally want to do more than like a couple of hours and then have a break. So a day is really only like half a day. It'd be nice to split that up with a bit of something else. There's still no guttering on this side, which is a bit annoying because it's running into the slurry pit. Although that doesn't matter at the moment. We have had a leaky water pipe here, which I see is actually dripping outside. It seems to me these that is definitely still leaking. Let's have a look at that. I have a suspicion he's got the wrong. Supposed to be 3/8. But I think there's something like a metric 12mm. Something funny about them.